Well, good afternoon to the Repurposing Business community on LinkedIn. LinkedIn says you haven't heard from me for quite a while, and that's probably because I've been hard at work actually putting together a new class and a new book that goes with it. So the book is on kingdom economics, and that's going to come out fairly soon. And the general theme, you'll remember, some of you, from years ago in 2008, we started sharing on kingdom economics in different parts of the world. And the theme of the book is broadly that God revealed himself through his work. It was good. We understand that. From the Transforming Society book, the new one, you'll know that real wealth is created through a societal value chain. So there's a cycle of things we go through in terms of turning raw materials through work into commodities, into products, into markets, and so forth. And money was meant to support that cycle. But what happened was, in the Babylonian system, which is the predominant system in the world today, if you want to put a label on it, the world system, that money is primarily not going into the real value creation of things, but really just making money off money. And through things like fractional reserve banking, interest, debt, and a bunch of other things, including all this quantitative easing stuff and so forth, lots of derivative products. So that's an issue. And yet God wants to make his economic system, or his economy, the predominant one in the world. So how does one do that? I mean, practically, we still have to bank, we have to do other things. But where do investments go? Where do we direct activities? How do we create wealth? At what parts of the cycle? How do we actually, not just in our hearts, but in our hands, get out of the world system? And what are the alternatives coming up? And I believe that we actually are on the brink of an opportunity, which hopefully we as believers will grab a hold of. So what I see is that there's a greater view of holistic capital. And you can read books like Completing Capitalism. You can see all the moves around sustainable development goals, ESG, things like that, as actually a heart cry. Behind it, people are really saying the system isn't working and it's going to be problematic. So what are the alternatives? And the big buzzword is sustainability, if you like. And then there's other things that go with that. And so there's a shift from shareholders to stakeholders. But I believe we have something bigger in our hands, and that the whole concept of household that we've talked about at REAP is bigger than just stakeholder analysis. It's a more powerful concept. I also think that the metrics that we have and the tools that we have along the 10P model, for example, and 10P scorecarding is much, much bigger than people, planet, and profit. And I'm not just saying they're missing 7 Ps. I think that they're missing the heart of God, because actually the health of the environment, the health of the economy, the health of people, these things are tied together. And it comes out of a change of heart, which the world cannot accomplish through legislation or new metrics. So I think that we stand at the brink of giants being toppled, and we have a huge opportunity if we're able to grab it. So I think that that opportunity leads towards nations being discipled. And these are some of the things that we'll be talking about in the Kingdom Economics class, which is starting 14th of September. It's an hour a week. There's 10 sessions with an optional 11, so think 10 to 12 weeks. And you can go to brettjohnson.biz, find the link there, and check out the Kingdom Economics class. I really would love to see a whole bunch of our REAP community from around the world join me in this. So thanks for listening. Look forward to seeing you. And please, by all means, just drop me an email if you have any questions or suggestions. Brett@inst.net.